Hi guys, it's Janae. Welcome back to J Heart Loves Books. Today I have a review. I am reviewing Army of Fire by Jennifer Kelly, and I did get this book sent for me for an honest review, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars, and I wasn't expecting it, and that's not anything bad or to the author, anything like that. I just was not expecting it. When I first started reading it, it gave me a vibe of other books, but it had the common trope that a lot of other books we know and love have. And basically, this book is about a planet called Exxon 9, and it got created after the sun just died years ago. The sun died years ago. So Exxon 9 was created, and basically they established a society and a community where you have to choose an element, and that's either wood, water, metal, earth, or fire. And on Exxon 9, when they started living there, they started developing these physical change, but also like changes inside their body. So they decided at age 18, basically after you finish high school, you are to pronounce your element that suits your personality the best. And that's your element for the rest of your life. There's no going back. There's no, wait a minute, I changed my mind. You choose, you pick, you basically go off to college, and after that you just start off your life basically on what element has to offer, basically. So if you're a water, you could be a teacher or a professor, or anything along those lines. If you're a metal, you can either be a soldier, but if you're an unbalanced metal, you can live in the underground. It's basically a whole society based around that. And our main character, Kai, has never really felt like she has fit in anywhere in any of the elements. So when it's time to pronounce her element, she's very undecisive, but then she starts realizing and discovering things from people and just other things that she's, of course, anything but ordinary. So that's the synopsis. So my thoughts on this book. As I just said, the synopsis, you could tell what trope it has that's very common to other tropes. So that's why I thought I wouldn't really care for it, because it has tropes that I'm used to reading about and used to seeing. But I was taken by surprise, because the way Jennifer wrote this book was like, she makes you believe the book and the story is going down this pathway, but then she does a 360 and you're just like, wait a minute, that's not what I thought was about to happen. He just switches it up on you, and it's just like, okay, you're making this more interesting than I thought it could be, because you obviously think, oh, this is going to be another Divergent or another Hunger Games. It really isn't. This book stands on its own in each and every way. Even though it has a trope we all love, it just stands on its own. And Kai had great character development. It's just like, from the way she talks to her actions, even to how she thinks from the beginning to the end of the book, it's like a completely different person. It's like she evolved, but it's not to the point where all her character development is done. You can obviously tell she has more to go through as the series will continue. And it just gives you enough growth to the point where you want to see where she takes that growth and how she expands it. Not only did she grow on her own, but the side characters, these side characters are amazing. And they're Salome, Lee, Rianne, and Anaya, I think that's how you pronounce her name, and Everly. These side characters basically helped her character development a lot. They weren't just side characters that are just like, okay, we're your sidekicks, like whatever you do, we're down for it, this, that, and third. They personally help her become the person she became at the end of the book, which is amazing. I love side characters like that. When it comes to the romance of this book, I am torn, but I'm not torn, but I have an OTP, but I have like others I think she would pair well with, which sounds very weird, but there's 3 male characters I think Kai could be with, and it would be awesome, but there's that one main character that I'm personally rooting for. But the main character I'm rooting for, I felt a little bad rooting for that ship because it's so odd. And if you read this book, I think you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, this gives you all the more reason to pick it up so you can understand what I'm talking about. But the OTP I am going for, I kind of feel guilty about it at first, but then as the story continues, I'm just like, I do not feel guilty. I'm going to stand by this OTP. I don't care what anybody has to say, but if it doesn't work out, I have 2 other characters which I'm okay with her being with. So the romance is there, but it's not the head in front of the story, which is also nice. I'm very excited about to see where this series is heading, because after the first book, it's just like you're ready for like the main parts of the plot to start hitting and start coming in, because the first book basically sets it up, and then I feel like the next book we're really going to get into it. And I'm happy because I do have the second book and it's already out. The first book came out October 25th, and I'll link the Amazon link down below. And the second book came out December 6th, and I'll also leave that down below. I am very happy that I have the arc of the second book. I can't wait to pick it up. I want to pick it up immediately because I kind of want to get into the plot. I want to jump in, but I don't want to jump in too soon and then have a reading slump until the third book comes out. So I'm trying to pace myself so where I can enjoy this book but also have the third one in the horizon waiting for me. But yes, I really do highly recommend this book. Her writing style, it's just manipulative, which is in a good way though. It's not manipulative bad, but it's manipulative good, because you think she's doing one thing, but she's doing something completely different behind the scenes. So I'm very grateful that Jennifer gave me this book to review. I'm excited to see where this series is heading. I feel like it's going to be awesome, and I can't wait. If you have read this book, please let me know down below. Let me know your OTP. Please let me know who you ship Kai with, because I'm standing by mine, but I do have like 2 others on the side where I'm okay with, but I'm standing by mine no matter what. And yes, if you haven't read this book, please pick it up, give it a chance. I know it has the trope we're used to, and I know some people may be tired of seeing it, but when I tell you it goes like into something more than you thought it would, it totally does. Just give it a chance, because I gave it a chance and I ended up loving it. That's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. As of this moment, I don't have my written blog post up yet, but I will, and when it's up on my blog, I'll link my written post for this book down below so you guys can go check that out too. And I have my Goodreads post up on it, so if you want to check that out, I'll link it down below too. But I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and remember, always love your books. Bye!